with Makasi Enye Papa. But that is the challenge we face as a country.
Man, me who adie ya na meka say, obi akwa wo kita health insurance waka hospital. Mo se passport, wo koye passport amate so. Nti ye mo se on. Man, me de be me nti ase o mi bisa. Any pa na benefit passport na be benefit e benefit to extent ben. Say de na be ya ma passport no kita de na be ye. E na Ghana card de na Ghana card ntu menye. Enti you say your passport so 30%. And took it at 150 Ghana koye passport. Okay, mate. What we na waka hospital no. O man ne kwakra ne sen. And I'm say passport be a priority ya mayen. Aso man so obi anyane nkwa na. Asanete ye.
Obi anyane.
Da be passport no ye de den. O man wo de boa me ye the passport ye benefit to extent ben. Say de na be ya ma passport no kita de na be ye. And na Ghana card de na Ghana card ntu menye. And you say your passport so 30%. And took it at 150 Ghana koye passport. Okay, mate. What we na waka hospital no. O man ne kwakra ne sen. And I'm say passport be a priority ya mayen. Aso man so obi anyane nkwa na. Asanete ye.
Obi anyane.
Da be passport no ye de den. O man wo de boa me ye the passport ye den.
Me de koji Western Union into.
Wo de koji West that o kita Ghana card to be Western Union. Enti person say bia passport abeye a necessity to the extent to say dia wakwa woda hospital ni here passport enti ya teso nti yemo say
that but say na make catch us o man dey no ma be breed
priority no me dey me wo
you ma be breed akoso ma with Makasi Enye Papa. But that is the challenge we face as a country.
O man me who adie ya na meka say obi akwa wo kita health insurance waka hospital mo say passport wo koye passport amate so nti ye mo se on. O man, me de be me nti ase o mi bisa. Any pa na benefit passport na be benefit e benefit to extent ben. Say de na be ya ma passport no kita de na be ye. E na Ghana card de na Ghana card ntu menye. Enti you say your passport so 30%. And took it at 150 Ghana koye passport. Okay, mate. What we na waka hospital no. O man ne kwakra ne sen. And I'm say passport be a priority ya mayen. Aso man so obi anyane nkwa na. Asanete ye.
Obi anyane.
Da be passport no ye de den. O man wo de boa me ye the passport ye den.
Me de koji Western Union into.
Wo de koji West that o kita Ghana card to be Western Union. Enti person say bia passport be a necessity to the extent to say dia wakwa woda hospital ni here passport. Enti ya teso nti ye mo say
that but say na make catch us o man dey no ma be breed
priority no me dey me wo
you ma be breed akoso ma with Makasi Enye Papa. But that is the challenge we face as a country.
O man me who adie ya na meka say obi akwa wo kita health insurance waka hospital mo say passport wo koye passport amate so nti ye mo se on. O man, me de be me nti ase o mi bisa. Any pa na benefit passport na be benefit e benefit to extent ben. Say de na be ya ma passport no kita de na be ye. E na Ghana card de na Ghana card ntu menye. Enti you say your passport so 30%. And took it at 150 Ghana koye passport. Okay, mate. What we na waka hospital no. O man ne kwakra ne sen. And I'm say passport be a priority ya.
Abusia mama obi bia kwaba edino eye di sexy eye Dr. Ren ene krade foforo aba beka eye papa Ghana nti wo frame mu bia no a meje wo so mama menua no mo amohwe me e wo YouTube akwaba obi bia wo hwe me wo YouTube bia no mema obi bia akwaba enkomo bi e wo ho na wate enkomo ni bi wo waso and I think say menu mi no yedi sa enkomo. You heard a journalist, a multimedia, a Joy FM, Inshira FM, Asempa Radio, Adum FM, multimedia jumekuno, enye jumekuo ketwa. When some of us were growing up, obiti say a yera kobladumo he has gone to be with the Lord. Na oye adwumama multimedia and odinam so de ba UK ebeye adwumama BBC na ye wonkofo bi wo ho a na utie wo mo multimedia eye wo mo show so a you get enlightened, you will fall in love with wisdom and knowledge, you will understand certain things senior or mine yebu or mine in terms of politics, in terms of entertainment, in terms of science, culture. I mean, na a full package ɛwɔ multimedia. Na
asomai so obi anyane nkwan.
The English version no. Now we say yes. Sebio ne mupi content na any nneɛma no mo de ba bonten no. Na ye mu bebree no na ye condo. I mean chia mo a mo hwɛ ye Zigma me mo akwaba. Mo a mo hwɛ mo Facebook nsumi mo nyina mo akwaba. Ene Ora Henry edwene mi chia ho akwaba nso. Now, yentie asɛm a ɛkɔ so. Ɛwɔ ɔmanhene show so ɛwɔ Adom FM. Osi dwaso ensem news review na poso ne na poso. Ana ababa bi ono nso ye journalist ebetna ho. Na wo ka se passport ehu nim faso. Na passport kra ye de yeden. Ana obusa ɔmanhene journalist say ye the passport yeden. And na me hwɛ sɛ nka agya ɔmanhene ebema ababaawa no obe educate no. Nka yɛ sɛ ɔyɛden o educate no because obi nimu a obi yɛden obi kyerɛ. Enti ababaawa no ibusa sɛ passport yɛ de yɛden no. I was expecting say ɔmanhene will educate the lady a ɔyɛ journalist a onim no. Ebeye a form of a year friend is education ama de ono nso etie. Because obi wo wa no wonim passport. Enti wenye hunu say journalist bi ka se passport ye de yeden hunim faso no. Ono nso se bio he or she will run with that knowledge, that information. Say passport ni hunim faso. Enti I was looking forward to say Omanhene will educate this particular lady. But one yet, but the interior Baba one kind, and I will educate them. Womo Jan Damno, I will educate them. Yentie,
Priority no me who.
yentie.
You might be bra koso ma wit makase enye papa. But that is the
Dr. Bernard Markwaba Abdul Michel.
Man me who adie ya na meka say. Obi akwa wo kita health insurance waka hospital. Mo se passport, wo koye passport amate so. Nti ye mo se won. Man, me de me ntia se o mi bisa. Any pa here benefit passport na be benefit benefit to extent ben. Say de na be ya ma passport no kita de na be ye. And na Ghana card de na Ghana card ntu menye. Enti you say your passport so 30%. It took it at 150 Ghana koye passport. Okay, mate. What we na waka hospital no. O man ne kwakra ne sen. And I'm say passport be a priority ya mayen. Asomai so obi anyane nkwa na. Asanete.
Obi anyane.
Da be passport no ye de den. O man wo de boa me ye de passport ye den.
Me de koji Western Union into.
Omanhene nso answer de mai o de koji Western Union. So be manisika or the kojisika. It will also answer no. A good answer. Yes, a good answer. But omu feel say omo che aban we. Or the tea. But me boss ye be chire.
Is that okay Ghana can that to Western Union? It will be so say be passport be a necessity to the extent to say. The wakwa wo that hospital ni here passport. Inti ate so nti ye mo say.
That but say na make catch us. Omani de no ma be breed.
Priority no me who?
First of all, mame educate a year multimedia. Minya a year Nana Jantua wo. And I hope say Nana Jantua will do the needful to educate Omanhene. And this a year a friend is saying Obolo lady ya or non so a year journalist or presenting naposo a year Adom FM. First of all, when journalists pretend say omunimua ye be chere wo, because you see on my Ghana no I always say because of say journalists if obi hunu say nipa dodo bebre no they cannot read and write comprehension simply means understanding nti to de bia omo ye misinformation, they misinform the public, they set an agenda to misinform the public. And what is this lady trying to achieve? What they are trying to achieve, they say, and they okuje to ablakwa ada Roma. The prices of a year passport, yatisu from 500 Ghana cedis, and they about 350 Ghana cedis. I stand to be corrected by Yateso. So this woman is trying to say, it is not of any importance. Elvis, welcome. Isa, welcome. Kudira, to welcome. This lady is trying to say, any important. Say, you better passport so. Now passport the cry the day. First of all, Mama to me boase. Na men kan kire say passport no one a proof of a identity. E de ma Ghana ni bi a o tu kwan ye free o man Ghana m akwa amanone. Ye wo mo a omo ye adwuma e wo amanone e ma Ghana nya ho mfaso. Ye wo mo nso a omo tu kwan for sightseeing. Ye wo mo nso a omo tu kwan e de business any sika foreign remittances about my Ghana. Now let me educate this foolish person OMANHENE. Unsa me de mindi obate. It may use bearman. Aye. Let me educate the foolish OMANHENE sitting down there. Thinking say was re abanya watisui. Na adwene ne say or twetwe aban we you. Na adwene no. Because you see sankofo we no inkrasneoma no ewo mumu o emfiri wo mumu. Inkrasneoma no eti wo mumu emfiri wo mumu. Inti okrasini no onim importance of passport. Inti wo munim nti ye beto ebo ase a kire wo. Now you see, let me tell you, in the last 11 years, from 2011 to 2022 or 2023, right? Ghana for ewa kwantu omude omo passport to kwan free Ghana eba amanone outside Ghana amanone. It could be Togo, Burkina Faso. Die kase amanone a bebia outside Ghana bia ya amanone. Ghana for within these years no, they have contributed over 30 billion US dollars. $30 billion to Ghana's economy. There is no Ghanaian that lives in Ghana. There is no businessmen and women that lives in Ghana are contributing more than Ghanaians that lives abroad. TBA. So it could be said, Sansikeya ya contributed towards the economy no. Enu bi ne de boa me de ya kwan. Enu bi ne de boa eme de yeden edisi hospitals. Enu bi ne de boa eme de yeden ebiebie schools. Enu bi ne de boa etua school fees. Government editor workers. Or see what name the importance of passport. American passport, you are not allowed as a foreigner, immigration officer, to hold American passport more than 30 minutes. Maximum 30 minutes. You have to give back the person's passport. Because that is the identity, a proof of nationality of a person. Free ni krum, ako obi krum. Into the greater importance of passport. Without passport, Ghanaians cannot travel overseas to either work or live. And I'm sure this girl will sit down there praying to God. So obenya boga awareno. So on worry ya. Me sure so or ye news or bompa say obenya boga fobi amane ne sika. Dun say otaya videos no chinchim ne to. Otaya videos no chinchim ne pa. Now you see, when you listen to this woman, or the passport ne compare, obi a wako hospital Sebio, eso timye siketua ne bills no free ho. It you fat that jandam misinformation no awoye no a entasumu. But don't be surprised the MPP people followers no will think say she's making sense. Don't be surprised. Because my catch us any MPP no enyansafo dodo no aye woman no aye kakra bi dodo no aye Jimmy for. That is why I'm taking my time to do this education. To let people understand passport importance. Passport give you access of right. My human access of right. I have a passport. Tiemie. Passport give you access to service. And so what here? Yeah, it's a quantum. You name the importance of passport. Yan so boga for yen ye de car ne ba. Em ye timi be a trotro. Taxis na man for timi tobi because we don't manufacture cars in Ghana. Now in any case, say a tip passport is so from the office of the foreign ministry. That is his ministry. Our Bomodina say he will what? He will shine when the ministry, no. We don't have any one ministry in Ghana. There are a lot of ministries. And as a good journalist, I will send information. You will say, the passport office, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, okuje to ablakwa waba wa ye biwo ne passport one. Other sectors, no so this is information. That as Okujeto is shining bright, our Ministry of Foreign Affairs, no, you are expecting same from the Minister of Employment to find ways and means to create jobs so that the youth will be employed. Because you cannot compare Foreign Ministry to Ministry of Health. Say, nipone ba ye minister, onye minister obetimi akasa saa obetimi aka any topic obetimi discuss anything, but obeye minister the constitution ye mera no emani timi emfa na no nko to Ministry of Information and Education mun sensemo because they were designated minister wo a wo hwe saa ministry ni so. That is why sometimes when I hear people say oh adena Sami Jemfi won kasa Sam George on kasa. Because Sam George not opposition, no kasafa way. He was not a minister then. Now he is a substantive minister of communication. On to me come minister of environment one seven. On to me come minister of lands and natural resources one seven. And also so if you have any question on Ministry of Lands about lands and natural resources, you question the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. But you see, the journalists will not educate. They will not inform. Knowledge simply means information. What I'm doing, I am sharing information. That is knowledge. It is up to you to do the research and find out whether what I'm saying are the facts. But Oti Radio, so she doesn't know the importance of passport. How can such a person educate the Ghanaian masses when he herself is not educated? When he herself doesn't even know, yet she is talking about it. At the end, we know, and so we can want them. And we TNTM, so we think about say, hey, woman, ye, what can answer some power? We know, answer some no work. Because you cannot compare foreign minister to a Ministry of Health, different things. So we be that form. Now say be your hospital no or woba no that form. That is the work of the foreign, your friends, the health minister. As a journalist, you need to question. You need to bring out stories that will challenge the ministers. This is what you have to do. I am a broadcast journalist. Papa. If I want to talk about something which is about health, I will make sure say this is about health ministry. So why are you trying to add? A friend is saying, make upeso kache Ghana for say salt sugar. No, ebi na ya white. Omo nyina ya NDC, fom na ya ministers, ma ensusunye wom. There is a difference between salt and sugar. U tastier. But won't say difference ni. Ni nyina ba ya white. Omo kala no, but sunsunye wom. Empempen so ayedu no. Aye wo social media no. Member now as a journalist and disgrace yourself. Ugu when mu ase. Ugu the journalism no anymore ase. Ugu multimedia for anymore ase. Ugu o anymore ase. And that is very sad. Because it is a professional. Uba brochna yemfe ni agro. Yes. Uba brochna journalists yemfomu ni agro. Because they are the people that make sure say the day-to-day activities of governance, no, ekoso. So before you come out to ask questions, research. It is not a joke. You have a time. You have time. You see, Ghanaians don't respect time. Anything about that, so a friend is saying, Adum FM, a whole big platform like Adum FM. Thousands of people are listening to you. And this is what you go home and no. How many people were you able to educate, inform, enlighten? I keep telling people that, you see, we are building a nation to compete with Chinese people, to compete with Americans, Great Britain, the Japanese, the Germans. So when you get an opportunity, be patriotic. Don't be a fool. Don't be idiot. Don't be a stupid person. Put on your thinking cap. Think. Because our competitors are not the MPP and NDC. No way. I keep telling people, say, a Ghanaian cannot be my competitor on this earth. I have Mekandebia. No Ghanaian born under this sun will be a competitor. I don't see you as my competitor. You know why? Because you are a Ghanaian, I'm a Ghanaian. So what are we competing for? We are Ghanaian, we are Ghanaian. What are we competing for? Our competitors are the people whose president can insult us. Donald Trump can insult us. That we are lazy people. But we dear them a shithole. They are our competitors. Look at a country like United Kingdom. The land size of UK is equally the size of Ghana. UK and so saying Ghana. And the Ghana assassinating now a pet. But look at the brilliant broadcasters and journalists here. Are they more human than us? No. It's because they have put on what? A thinking cap, a reasoning cap, a patriotic cap. Cap that woman dreaming before they open their mouth to speak. But our people, they are so lazy, and then they sit behind the console, shout and scream, and think that they are making sense. No way. I tell people, the radio station I listen in UK, LBC, my favorite, LBC. Because you see, I'll be well informed when it comes to the politics of United Kingdom and Europe and the world. Shouting, screaming. We are there to share information, share knowledge. 3 things that is needed. Onipatuntumnya bia na brabo ebe sesama yen watoy. Eniyama miensa. You can write it down. 1, knowledge. Unibia, you will perish. What is knowledge? Knowledge simply means information. 2, comprehension. Comprehension, actually understanding. Unibia obrewa abrabom. Unintiasia obebre. Dia tosimiensa. Wisdom. Eno ye application. Uyo nyansenia you apply. Iti omote wano, you could clearly, enyame na meba kacho so omo ye nkwasiafo. Ana omo ye jimifo. E free omano beto fom no. Wankasa, wanko suku kura, utie ne to asmo bisa ana we dey say enkwasiafo na ekasa yo. We ye jimifo na ekasa. Enyame na meka ho. By their works ye shall know them. By their utterances ye shall know them. I am not wiser than the people who come here and watch me. The likes of Eunice, Nakwale, the likes of Seidu, the likes of other people who come here and watch me. No, I'm not. I'm not sensible than them. And no, a friend is saying, the great. I'm not wiser than any of the people who come here and watch me. But it's because my content, the many Jimmy content, you know. Samini, Eshemu free sunyani. Japan for Michiam. Abraham Michiam. You see, this is the reason why Yemubino. Let me say for myself. The reason why I'm a buying time, I'm a shy guy. Obia will name me from the beginning behind him say I'm a quiet, shy person. But Sansamununi Sankwasiasem Wenti, and as some of us, you buying time, they say we are not going to allow people like the OMANHENE Kwabena Santemo and this Obolo tree to throw dust into the eyes of the people. Because in painful say, opinion tenefi, ni a kind and careful anoa, ye kind can be. This ye mubi ni ye dogana ni ankasa, and kwasiafon de be take lead. And this is the challenge I'm having with my schoolmate too. Yes. My classmate, this is the challenge I have because some of my classmates and some of my schoolmates, my course mates, me no me think come saying, I don't want to do anything with Ghana. And I say, no, the wise people are not, they don't want to have anything to do with Ghana. Ye benyan kwasiafo bi sebio, I mean to sebimpo. To say OMANHENE mo. No mo de omo nyansa te say sebio, a friend is saying, entatiano. And they deceive the entire nation. This is what the Akufo-Addo and Co. they did. This is what the MPP did. And OMANHENE in the first time of Babru, he was sponsored by a friend is saying, Ora, a Japan, Canada, Japan. And a sponsor on the first time of Babru. When in Nam Germany, when in Nam America. Tiwa, Omo Kasate said you woman. I see. When I listen to Ghana radio, sometimes I'm like, Charlie, which radio station now? Becca said, I am doing this story, no, I am targeting about 800 to 1.5 million Ghanaians that will benefit. How many people? And the best story. Let me give you an example. When I started journalism, I was doing sports because I used to be a sports editor. For Baby and Saba and all those people. Now, I realized one thing. Say, look, who fast sports now? Yen call for baby, no, I footballers. No. Because the financiers of the sport club, no, omun sponsors. And the players no be talented, no so no. Omusu enya support. Ti omu pra in terms of injury, Ghana, and inti. Me ye bibi say, I will bring football players, na ma fa football club owners, na ma fa a friend is saying, wo insurance company, na me do ma ba betina radio, na ma toto wo ma no say, who ye a club owner, who ye footballer, who ye insurance company, how can you guys team up and work together so that the footballer now wo ball no pray on himself, he is insured. Into obobo no be na kuma mabobo no ana nipa no no so final owner of the club no so ono so betimi akwa de akopɛ mo sika free bank no de ababa be shame. It will make the game beautiful. A lot of people will come to the stadium to come and watch because sports owner no more people ba no be hwa ticket ne ton a obenya bi e de abomodi akotua ne ka okoje no bank. Insurance for no be de ebenya sika because they also sign a lot of football players because they be no be pra. But you see, you don't get journalists. They said, yeah, dankweku yaboa. The obaba betena wa ne say, o kasa, oh, Peace FM, le general, le share, no attention no beka Lionel Messi, no beka Barcelona. Who give a damn about Ghana football in Europe? Nobody cares about your football. But you see, Ghana people will dedicate time and talk about English Premier League. You think they discuss Asante Kotoko on radios here in UK? You must be mad. You must be going crazy. Why do you do awoshishe? Obroni no mpe wasema. Men force wo. Bright the corner where you are, and many people will look for the light and come. But you see, our people don't do journalism like that. I keep telling people, say Ghana be here. We need to have journalists or more wise people. That is why I keep telling people, say, in journalism, there is nothing called neutral. Say, I want to be neutral. So sometimes when I'm doing my program, be neutral. We call radios now your family juma. I tell the owners, I'm not coming here to be neutral. Because I remember I went to a radio program. Owner on a frame. I like you. I like your presentation. I want you to come and host a program for me. I told the man, one, let me tell you. And I say, I know you're neutral. I'm saying, no, master. Because you said neutral, let me explain to you. What is neutral? You must belong, but you have to be objective. The key word, you call journalism school. You train, become objective. Be objective person in life, and have a purpose when you are doing your show. Objectivity, Emma won't control. Objectivity, Emma won't malign. Objectivity, Emma won't peddle falsehood. Won't send misinformation. And you have to have the reason why, and there will be a particular story way. How many journalists sit in Ghana and do developmental story? A country that is underdeveloped, we get journalists who don't do developmental story. Is it not sad? Is it not foolishness? Look at the stories they do in Ghana. How many, you see, when you wake up from bed in the morning, you should be welcome with something that is refreshing, something that will challenge you for the day, something that will inspire you to go through the day with some different energy. But look, newspaper review, no, they are better front page, no, I can't kind, no, we are trying to inquasi adwene kwa yemfa expect and adwene. Into newspaper no, assembly for health I will be able to adwene. Assembly for a year friend is saying military ho obi able to adwene enso nkofo nko word up. No. Newspaper review in the morning. It should be about something exciting. That the young boy, our tetrothroma woko school, he or she will be inspired as a Ghanaian. Kwame Nkrumah time, there used to be radio at Kasanoma. It will inspire you. The meme, it's free my grandmother on. They were inspired. Words of wisdom, words of patriotism. But today, dear you, Wakotana radio station, water down the effort of a minister. The price of passport is so. Because on Tiasie, an answer sebi or your dumb. And as or you pay for the foolishness in the system, a dorsal And I don't blame the Ghanaian. I blame what they listen to. That's why sometimes me video, I tell you, say, be careful of the voices you listen to. Because you see, in life, some of the voice will inspire you. And some of the voice can lead you a bit. Oh, yes. What goes through your ear, a top adrenaline. Yes. So that's why I keep telling you, don't waste your time on people like the OMANHENE Obolo, people like Obi. Don't waste your time listening to them. That's why I keep telling the NDC people, don't waste your time going to OMANHENE's program. Go to Wezo. Yes, it's a new radio station, it's a new television station, but go there because it is the human being and remember the content now rich. It is Wezo. People will follow you because they know that once we listen to Wezo, we will get something. Full breakfast in the morning. Kumasi radio station there, Kumasi radio station, tiny in Krasi Kumasi radio station, a dozen. I'm sorry to say it. Ni akofa oba so ni akofa and odi we saying odi upa obo dog on na ye wo de we so de wa jimi o jeje ho a peak time ankofo ni abri ye adwuma na afa ni ebegina ho dog no wani ji ho oko how many rounds no obi asa oko how many rounds or the foul new for I mean, a country where half of the population are suffering from what they will eat 3 square meals. That is why you see, I'm telling the nation, Ghana said, without discipline, we cannot get far. Countries are one who say greater and mighty. They became great and mighty because of discipline. And in Ghana, we assume that everybody should be wise. No, there are a lot of foolish people in the system. And the fools are more than the wise people in our nation. That is why we are suffering. We are suffering not because of anything, not because of lack of natural resources. We have them in abundance, not because our land size is small, because our land size is equally the same size of UK. UK son saying Ghana. Any Ghana assassin in our pet. So why are we suffering? Because the medulla oblongata, what we feed the mind doesn't know. What you feed the mind is what the mind does. Oh, I'm being honest. Yes. The little psychology is here. I don't know. What you feed the mind, and you. So if you continuously feed the mind with negativity, you what? Bring out negativity. What goes inside you is what comes out. And that is the thing. So when you listen to this girl, let me play it so that you can also listen. It is sad that in 2025, this girl does not know the importance of a passport. Onim. Importance of passport. Now, Yentino Asema Okai. It's very, very sad. Yentini P.
Priority no me who.
But that is the challenge we face as a country.
Man, me who adie ya na meka say obi akwa wo kita health insurance waka hospital. Mo say passport, wo koye passport amates.
Obi akwa wo ewo hospital waka ho. Yes, it could be a true story. But waka ho na we journalist no. This is a news who make sure say you follow the news and then you find solution to the news. Life is a problem-solving world. And journalism, the real word, mediator, media, the mediator between the source of information and the people. So you have to mediate on behalf of the people, for the people, and what? You should be by the people. Into who the say, when we say obi akọ hospital no a, wakọ wo a wontimi ntua no. Ekwan ben so ne yebetimi ahwa ama nipa kọ no kọ hospital betimi etua. As a journalist, you think outside the box. And then you come out with solutions. So once you identify the problem, you know the effect of the problem, you need to find a solution to the problem. But a journalist, they are always telling us
that is the challenge we face as a country.
Oman me hu ade ya na meka say obi akwa wo kita health insurance waka hospital.
Waka hospital. Die enti na waka hospital. Or the car. Die enti. Tell the people. That is the reason why young you see, your journalism now, and I say, we are always focusing on negative. No solution. And this life is a problem-solving world. We are here to solve problems. That is why I mean, you giant UK to solve somebody's problem and get paid to take care of ourselves, our wife, our children, or our family, our friends, our loved ones. Enti obi akọwo wejanes onyansa ne we. Where is your patriotic cap? Where is your, I mean, you say Jimmy and the Dawson, my Jimmy phone in Jimmy, but when you sit behind the console, I saw people Jimmy free when him. Now we put on reasoning, wisdom, knowledge. Why Jimmy ayampa? Why Jimmy a man in cafe? That is why you call a quiet dreamer. You fire problems in quiet dream. You janu wo fear. To what na console nichino. Don't be an armchair journalist. Na men didi peche and just solid. He said dan kwaku yeboa akwaje solid na wo bom pa ya akere nyankopon. Na wote wo
Passport, ukoye passport amate so. Nti yemo se won.
Nti yembo se won. The minister of foreign affairs ne de ne so behwa ama anything concerning passport and anything concerning foreign affairs ministry no ebeye ade ebeye more accessible, easier for the people and also affordable for the people. Na adwuma no and a ministry of health and so the so and also adwuma sronko. So why are you mixing the two? Why? I don't know the diesel no airfra petrol. How person say engine no? As someone who care about health the no, you will minister a candle or passport the no, and you will go to a black who be a yenejuma. These people should understand and stop this foolishness, this jandam. Into your person just so big song could be saying the you see. One of the things about Endra Meka we show is to say, do not take for granted a year and a more abide with you or my Ghana too. Because once we take for granted, these fools would think say we should go back and bring MPP. These fools. Little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. And the minister is performing when the ministry. So you see clearly, we're deviating. Examination room, we're deviating. Examination room, we're deviating. Yeah, can't say about biology. Yeah, can't about biology. Unswa kwa kofa bibi sonko kra. For biology. Yeah, can't about football. Unswa kofa dia emfa football unkwa wakofa swimming. Na nyambia football yes swimming. Insio be na wawa yes swimming. Come on. And these people will get paid every month. And these people will say, Abroche there. Journalists in Abroche don't act and behave foolishly like you people. The BBC standard, they think, they reason. What dear? Maya chako mofua kesia wohwe gay ya nefu kesia na chi kesia we have OMANHENE is here ni tiko no nyansa ni instead of educating. OMANHENE used to be my friend. Oh yes, you people don't know. One time I blasted no say hey Dr. Red nya abotrema unua o na nipa unua nipa na no mo na ma say OMANHENE because mo no ka say mo ya research. Oh, I miss Kobladomo. I miss him so much. No, it's not console ni chia. The way of presenting what chia the good morning. Mama mia. Multimedia Kobladomo. Oh no, those days, nani pa mitiani Kobladomo, any Doreen Ando. Only na mitiani because of enyum. That's all. Kobladomo Doreen asa minti obi abiem. Me wa Ghana ngofo na miti wo ma no. Why biem na me kuti Peace FM 104.5 104.3 why Kwame Sifaka oh debi nyansa ben no beka nyansa ben pa na Kwame Sifaka beka. Listen, when you listen to the radio station, one can say, "Busa, question saying, into Nkofo your multi radio station, a friend say breakfast show, and then there be a breakfast show. I have about newspaper review. Why? When was the last time a man for year story say Ghana no ye won Nkofo omoda bonting. Now let's challenge ourselves with the youth. Omoda bonting. And let's see, say we can get how many youth are. Or my dream is okay. Let's use this youth bonting into say for me be a friend building corporation where we will create an avenue where men and women on streets will come and exhibit their talent and gift. And let's see, say if we can get banks to sponsor them and support them. In Kenya, conform hairdresser, kapinchi, kibenya bibri. But on your story. And because who's a journalist for the minister be one someone, na minister no more solid, yes, solid be, payola be, a scanning map. OMANHENE started so your story. How much has he even saved Ghana? How much benefit? And why your story ben why yeah, I didn't fast work a CBA. Because OMANHENE, young boy and same. If you so, you were Ghana Journalist Awards. Then Uncle Fapa could be. You see that. What are the stories? Some more story da. Papebia story papebia. Almost story yaye. Yebe bonyum. Yebe kan about a tour a new for sebi mamu fanchem wenimwa madi and wasem and na politics yafa MPP ni afa NDC na wetiem a na yaka se okay ye waka bi ye ni ama we aba no be ka ha na ye eye nti be ka problem no solution no bi akoni fie na ade asa meanwhile the Chinese people are thinking about ways and means be bulletin train asa bullet train no efri Accra na ekọ na Vrongoa at the 1 hour na ekọ. If you come in a corner of Rungwa at the 15 minutes, Chinese if one a sa. My yenso. Na yenswe. Uncle fast story be a babas okay. A branch anyway, a year friend is saying technical university no. Dear no yeah. Would to me and the assess sour my Ghana. When it comes to a finya team, many Ghana. Or technical school. Nim dear Ben was seen ye. Machine Ben or no subet to me a ye. Because we are living in filth. We have the materials in Ghana. It is what called technical school there. Let's use the medium to challenge the men and women. Our call technical school no, to come up with innovative ideas to help us fight. A year friend is saying, if Finwa Eminem, when was the last time what said journalists be a story? I said you sad story no. I say hey, you call a friend is saying university way and I say a call secondary school. You identify a young boy with timia BBS stronko or your cocoa pod machine. Now cocoa pod machine, you born the rosa buying upe purchase it from the young guy. Let the young guy train many Ghanaians on that street so. Apprenticeship, if you be apprenticeship, boys no more street, no more tramo, no more say, no more waste your life, no. Yeah, they are brand here, we are basse, or no one why they were the inventor of cocoa pod machine. Almost uncle for apprenticeship, training, wanted to warm. You nipa 50 crown, at least, jai tramo, no, because the devil will find work for the idle hand. How many times? And when you're journalist, be yes, sir. About a newspaper review. The easiest way because it does not challenge their thought pattern. Into what radio no one do ye. Oshana MPP ni betra no kasa ombusa question bi anyansa semu no ahwe ni no we are no asre honorable there somebody say no research. Honorable there say no research. Nothing proper. So the people suffer. The poor, the masses, they suffer. A generation where we came to meet our forefathers, were able to build motorway. We came to build men and women. Now we have more little knowledge. No more. I mean, now need the academia and the no money be, but they were able to build motorway. We came to meet forefathers who were able to build Akosombo Dam. Our forefathers, I will forever be grateful to. So when I listen to pastors who say, yeah, anonymous from our boss, and I say, shut up. Do you know what our forefathers did for us? They protected our water bodies. They built railways. They built roads. They built harbors. Today, what are we building? What are we building? We are building men and women who are corrupt, who are deceitful, who do not care, who do not love the nation, who are unpatriotic, who always think about money. How much can I get? And when they steal too foolishly, they siphon the money and bring it to Europe and America. Who is challenging us? The media should be challenging the thought pattern of Ghanaian. And I have told you that the Ghanaian is a fantastic human being. I'm telling you, not because I'm a Ghanaian, but because the way we were created, we are men and women that we are creators ourselves. That is why you see the Ghanaian shine bright outside the continent of a year friend is Africa. Let's take the Ghanaian from Ghana, place him in somewhere in Europe, equip him. You see that same guy will be doing mighty things. Why? Because over there, they challenge them. They bring the best in them for the world to see. We don't bring the best in our people. So the media is always about condemnation. So this kind of journalism is condemnation journalism, not inspiration journalism. This journalism does not offer hope. So when you listen to
maybe sir,
listen.
Any part here benefit passports never benefit to extent ben said the my passport to look at the
condemnation.
And a Ghana card into me. And you say a passport to 30%. And took it at 150 Ghana for your passport. Okay, Mate. What we know Waka hospital no. Or man ne kwa saying. And I'm a passport a be a priority my as for mine so be a nkwana.
This is stupidity. This is dumb. This is foolishness. I'm sorry, but this is foolishness. Utter nonsense. What kind of foolish things is this? Ignorance is not an excuse. And you're dumb. For lack of knowledge, my people perish. That is why we have gold and we are perishing. That is why we have diamond and we are perishing. That is why we have all the timber, the rosewood, and yet our children sit under trees to learn. This is why. This is the reason why. Because you see, they are not people who are challenging the people listening to them. The voice of the people is the voice of God. When I sit behind the console, and if I'm here talking to you, that is why sometimes when I'm here, I'm talking to you, I just want you to understand that believe in yourself. We shall build Ghana. People like this, we will not let them take control of the masses. No way. I'm from a poor woman, I understand. Just like my grandfather Kwame Nkrumah. We come from the same family. I understand. Funny enough, our family to the Sanetio, Enyansa Fondos, Nelso Capreno. That's why I'm passionate when I stand here and I speak to you people. Not because I know more than you. No way. It's because I believe in the Ghanaian. Because I know what my grandfather, our grandfather, Kwame Nkrumah did. I know what our forefathers did. Let me tell you the story. True story, fact. Before the First World War, the richest black man was Per Grant in Germany. Western Germany. Yes. Before the First World War. And after the First World War. That is the reason why he got upset with the treatment from the Germans and decided to form the UGCC in August to call for independence now. Because he had businesses in Germany. You think he was a foolish man? No. He was a wise Ghanaian with deep understanding. He was a business merchant who traded in timber, gold. So when I speak, I just want you to understand that such people, the lives of OMANHENE, be careful of where you go and listen. Be careful. Me, my platform is not big. Even my Facebook is not even up to 5,000 or so. I don't even think it's up to 6,000. I think it's 5,000 or something. But the quality of message is what you need. Not about condemnation. We condemn too much. We don't inspire. We don't encourage. There is nothing that we don't have. We have, it's left with this. We have the gold. How many journalists will sit down and say, Mr. Minister of Education, this colonial education is not supporting us. And the reason why the white man gave us the theoretical education was that they can use us whilst they learn more practical to build their nation. Why don't we sit down and design a curriculum that will be about teaching the natural resources for our people to understand the importance and the usage of the natural resources so that we can start thinking to create things that we can use the gold for, the diamond for, the bauxite, the manganese, the ore, the gas, the oil. Who is going to challenge us? Because the child's age, from 5 to the age of 13, the brain is fertile, is wandering about, is trying to find, what can I create? What can I do? And so we have the timber, we cut it and we send it outside. And then the parliamentarians will go and buy chairs, sofa from China. You try the end one, you go contain them. You ship China. You got Tom Kunyan free China. And then the foolish MP will come and tell you that as for my sofas, I bought them from China. He's just a foolish fool. He doesn't understand that first of all, He's helping build somebody's economy as an MP. Meanwhile, there are carpenters in Ghana. Ne tono a diamond. Carpenter phone to me nyem konya international. Oh, na Ghana for the omuni me here. O me ya be say China for start here. Ni e to omuni me say oh China nyoma. Wonim the inter. Na say inferior. But from the inferiority, no, they build upon. Rome was not built in a day. Don't end there. Every day they laid brick. That is the full sentence. Rome was not built in a day. Don't end the statement there. Continue with every day they build bricks. They laid bricks. Every day they were building Roman. Every day development was going on. That's why he said Rome was not built in a day. If they had stopped, Rome would have been built to that particular level. Small thing. You wouldn't even recognize it. But because every day they were improving, building upon. But here, the minister will be proud. Oh, I went to America. And then they will say it foolishly on radio. Oh, your minister no kwa inferiority complex. And when they come to Abrochire too, and then they get involved, they mingle with the white people. Then they come out with some fake accent, like a Kufuado Senko. Like then they try to speak like the queen. They try to speak like the king. Oh, bruv. Oh, yo, what's up, bruv? What, bruv? What is bruv? Come on, speak good English with your accent. And that is why I always tell you, be careful of what you listen to. Be careful of the voices you listen to. I have a message on it. Be careful of the voices you listen to. Especially if you're a woman, be careful of the voice you listen to. Some voices will lead you astray, while some voices will lead you to redemption. Some voices will lead you into illness and sickness. Because information is food I'm feeding you with. If I feed you bad food, watch out, so a bone ubeyari. That is how information tear. So when people consume a condemnation message, they walk about with no hope. So go to the streets in Ghana and look at the faces of our mothers and our brothers, our sisters. Show them nothing to smile about, because they are listening to Peace FM. They are listening to OMANHENE. No hope. Nothing is coming out. Will we go? Will we broken? Or will we come? Yebeko. Yekoya na ase yeba na yebeko na yebeba. And so I come here as a servant from Ghana. I'm proud of my identity. A Ghanaian, of course. I'll still be a Ghanaian. I would not like to be American. I prefer Ghana. But we shall build Ghana. Just like the Rick Van Winkle and co, they slept. And men like the Abraham Lincolns and co build America. We shall also build Ghana. By hook or crook. Any means possible and necessary. We will build the country so that when our people hold their passport, they will be proud of their passport. They will hold the Ghanaian passport and they will fall in love with the nation Ghana. Because Ghana, Yewazoe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I will end a year and a conversation. Greetings to Susan, greetings to Candy, greetings to Nakwale, Cecil. Thank you so much, Seidu. Thank you so much, Aisha. Thank you so much, Mohammed. Thank you so much, Zigma brothers, Chiti Chata. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Asari. Thank you, Sama. Thank you. Thank all of you, Mambo Dia Michelle and Yebuapa. Thank you, my good brother Elvis Taylor, and thank all of you. Monsoman say hello to all of you. We shall meet soon. Take care of yourselves.